we haven't taken another position yet. However, I did just want to see what's going on with the market, what's been updated, what's been happening, and what the next move could be. Pardon me. Real first, I want to say it's getting real, and I want to say it's getting real because like I mentioned, at the beginning of the week, we took a gold trade. We made 122. Then following that, we made a SPX 500 trade, and we made $80, $88, and profited over $200. And I'm saying it's getting real because I actually used that money to buy my mother a Apple Watch, and and she was super excited about it. Granted, you know what I'm saying, the way how I did it was, and you can see I got the tab still up here. Uh, the way how I did it was, of course, we already had the money in our, available. And, I remember that, she wanted an Apple Watch. So I decided to go ahead and buy her a new one. And we did that. And she was excited about that. Like super excited, gave me about 3 hugs back to back, what I'm saying? Um, I gotta talk to her today just to see how, she's getting along with it, how she's liking it. But she was happy. And I'm saying it's getting real because, you know, I've heard that the money isn't yours until you make a withdrawal and you make a purchase, especially you do something like that for, a loved one. So after we made that purchase, I said, okay, I'm gonna use the trading capital to basically reimburse myself. So that's what we did. We ended up taking that profit out that we made and reimbursed ourselves. So yeah, that's something that we did. It's getting real. It's getting real. It's getting real. Oh shit. And I do want to update this because no longer need that. No longer need that. No longer need that with the alerts. So we got this field impulse correction. Negative 27 consolidating. We did get this breaker structure. We broke under these lows. Under these lows here. So next thing that we could be seeing for gold is definitely a continuation to the downside. Because we broke the daily level, and it's really all up to us closing on the day, and we still have what I don't see no time on these jump for some odd reason. So apparently it's 12, but the market is closed. Let me see something. Why the market closed early today? Uh, why is the market closed so soon? I'm just not noticing that. And it looked like it just gold because SPX is still open. Ah, there you go. Now the time is on there. I don't know why the time wasn't on there. I'm sure like that. They closed already. Or maybe I just overlooked it. Okay, so we got 3 hours remaining and it's daily candle to see how the market closed. You know what I'm saying? We already closing at the break under. Uh, And of course, if we get this close right here, we can definitely see gold, what I'm saying, heading lower based off this fib impulse. You have your correction, and this will be your continuation down to negative 27. So it does look like we could, based off, what I'm saying, how the current state of the economy is with the United States and, what I'm saying, just all the other things, it looked like we could begin like a relief. And I believe this was the news that actually pushed price down. Uh, and the thing with that, like what I was told was, price always heads in this direction, but news just help it get there faster or give it like the extra volume to, to make that happen. And going based off, uh, let me see, my mind just slipped for a minute. So fundamentals, okay, so technicals, that's the term I was thinking about. So going by the technicals, which is, what I'm saying, how price action is moving. Every time we get to like a certain level, like something like this, for instance, like this strong level right here, we need a strong push or a strong catalyst to get us under this level because this is a daily support. Uh, every time price got down here, it bought up, it found, some type of buying pressure. And to break that, we need some type of news, some type of catalyst, some type of reasoning, what I'm saying? It gave us that push. And I do remember seeing something basically saying how uh, like the fear of recession is, softening up or something along those lines. And what that means would drive gold prices lower because people are seeing things starting to get a little better for us. And going based off structure, it looks like it, you know what I'm saying? Because we can see gold price, you know what I'm saying, head lower. Of course, before, I mean, not before, but then we'll be looking for price to continue higher because gold is overall bullish. But if gold get down to a good buying point, good level, you know what I'm saying, I can see it definitely continue going higher. Yeah, that'll be beneficial for us because we can capitalize off of that. And also, what I'm saying, some type of personal desire that we have for what goes. All right, so that's how we do this. So let's keep this on this and below. So we're gonna see it on the floor. I like how we did. So we got this structure point. And we just had to see, like I said, we had 3 hours remaining to close this day out. We definitely do want to see it close under here to confirm that, we got like a strong close under. And we do see it is pushing down. So it may range for those next 3 hours, but we definitely looking forward to do that instead of starting to push up and, give us that uh, wick at the bottom. So we definitely want to see how price closes. I did end up sending a alert here at this daily point. So I'm informed where price is, you know what I'm saying? If price decides to retrace up here, you know what I'm saying? And I'm also gonna have to put one at the low as well. And we can probably, I was gonna say we could do that now, but maybe we can wait till like the end of the day when it's a daily candle close. So we pretty much don't have, I mean, price out will give you enough data and information, but based on what we have here, uh, we got the information, you know what I'm saying? Price broke uh, a strong level of support. This level is keeping price up. We broke this level. Uh, and once we seen it break, we already had an idea of what price can do. You know what I'm saying? After you have a break, you have a correction for a continuation to the downside. The impulsive move is just letting us know which direction price wants to go. And if I was to go based off my 4 hour structure field that I have here, You know what I'm saying? We are looking to target this negative 27 for our take profit area. So we do have a potential to capitalize on, you know what I'm saying, this move down, which is from here, from current price to the negative 27, 600 pips of points. I think it's pip about 600 pips on gold, which is a nice move. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we have for gold here. Let's go to SPX. Same thing. We made it to this negative 27. So I do want to say we made a good decision when it came to targeting, you know, in this negative 27 or basically our exit area. Because, you know, we easily could have been targeting this negative 61.8. Like, oh, I want this extra money. Or we can be targeting this negative 61.0. Oh, I want this extra money. And of course, like I said, we got in this trade on a Monday and we exited the following day. And it looked like it was a 12-hour trade. If I got in right here, got in at around 10 and got out around 10. So I said 12 hour, 24 hour. So it looked like this was a day trade, and we did good on taking our profits here. And it's definitely definitely nothing wrong with holding a position. Like I would be glad to hold a position if I knew it was gonna head in a certain direction, like continue to the upside. Because like I said, I'm really open to so a lot of things have changed for me. Like at first when I started trading, and this is how I'm able to measure my growth. When I first began trading, I definitely was going for like greater risk rewards. I was going for bigger moves. I was looking too far out, more about greed, you know, different things like they're going for 3 to 1s. I think the minimum I was taking at the time was I was looking for 2 to 1s and 3 to 1s, or 4 to 1s. It may have been like 3 to 1, 4 to 1, just so you can get that higher risk reward. And comparative to how I was then and how I am now, I'm really open to taking 1 to 1s. I'm open to take 1 to 5s. I mean, not 1 to 5s, 1 to 1.5s. And, you know, anything above. Like this offense, this was nearly a 3. Um, I also would have been, you know, reaching for, you know, a take profit area that was extremely far because I'm looking at the profits instead of, you know what I'm saying, the amount of money that we can be potentially risking or losing. So we definitely have made the growth within ourselves when it comes to those type of areas. And this is just a good example of it. But like I said, I wouldn't mind, you know what I'm saying, holding a position if I knew it was gonna head to that area because you know so I'm open to taking, like I said, that trade of the week, you know what I'm saying, that trade uh that I can just hold and take it to, you know what I'm saying, the overall target. And that's where that 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 want to be able to read the market well and be able to enter those multiple positions come into play. Because, for instance, if we did see, okay, price heading to this negative 61.8, but we see it made to our first take profit and just consolidate, okay, we can hold our position. We can still see it going to this overall direction. Let me find a good entry here. You know, I'll have an entry here and I'll have an entry here. Now I had 2 positions and I will maximize more funds or maximize more profits, you know what I'm saying, on that trade. And that's another thing that, like I said, I've grown and adapted to, you know what I'm saying, with my trading style. So let's do that. We got this field here. So for our impulse, you got your correction down 50%. and we made it to -27, but price found support here and pushed its way all the way up, breaking the uh, daily breaking structure. And the, and honestly, I was kind of overlooking this information. So this is really looking good for, what I'm saying, the economy. Because we was overall, SPX is overall in the uptrend. Um, we did end up, making it all the way down to these lows. And you see currently prices, basically recovering. And we broke above this, this daily breaking structure. So what we'll be looking for is just a correction and a continuation. And just being completely honest, price could, easily come all the way down here again if we want to, touch this bottom again and still continue higher. You know what I'm saying? Or anywhere in between here, price could go and continue higher. So with that, they're just letting me know that, I should start looking at the stock list, my stock list, so I can, start to have some long term positions now, uh, some stocks, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely like a sign for me because if things were in a different uh, way, as far as everything's still looking bearish, we would I would be waiting a little longer. But since we have this breaker structure, this confirmation that prices broke the daily structure, now we can continue higher. That's giving me that confidence. Like I said, going back to confidence, that's giving me that confidence to get in those uh, stock positions now. Basically saying, hey, look at the stock market, man. Things are starting to look better, so we can start to look for those good price point entries and hold it out. Of course, some things have pushed up and we haven't bought anything down here. And, that's completely fine. But this is the next best level. Or I won't say the next best level because the next best level can be somewhere else down here. Like I said, price start to retrace. But this is that confirmation telling you that, hey, you should be looking to start to buy. Like I said, we got this impulse break up, some type of correction for our continuation. So this actually looking good. And you can see how they both are in line with each other. Like gold prices rise when, there's gold prices rise when there is like fear in the market and stocks falling, what I'm saying, the sign of it as well. But since we're breaking the structure, I'm like, okay, things are looking good. Same thing for gold. Okay, we broke the structure. Things are looking good. So things are currently looking better for our economy. So overall gold, bearish. And my thing is, once you get to this point, what then? We just have to, stick around, find out these things. Okay, so we're at an interesting point. So I'm definitely gonna start, like I said, looking at my stock list and just to get that information of okay, putting out some key levels, looking at prices, looking at what type of stocks do I want to get in, and gonna set those what's it called so I can, be informed. So this video is really gonna end here. This isn't nothing too long. Of course, I do like to backtest my strategy. We're gonna end up making another video, but I want to end this here because our previous video that we made, so we got to watch some of it, maybe about half of it, and we didn't get a chance to take notes from it. And that's basically making the list longer, making the queue longer, and I want to push that back. You know what I'm saying? Get into I want to push back any further. So we're gonna take notes on that, and we'll take notes on this video. You know, whatever we take from it, and go from there.